So you're moving to Warrensburg or PCSing to Whiteman Air Force Base, and oh my gosh, what do the neighborhoods here look like? I can help you with that. Today, we're doing another neighborhood tour. Stay tuned for Brookside Place. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe right down below because I make a new video every week. You're going to want to get notified. And if you're moving here, if you're PCSing to Whiteman Air Force Base and you have questions, my name's Eva Norton, give me a call. My contact info is right down there. And so is my email address. Call me, text me, email me. I love talking to people. Today, friends, we are doing another neighborhood tour in my neighborhood tour series. So I have so many people who call me and so many clients who move to Warrensburg or this area, and they have to buy a house sight unseen, and they really want to have an idea of what the neighborhoods look like. So, ye ask and ye shall receive. I have gone around, drove around, gotten drone footage, and I'm going to show you on a map what these neighborhood looks like. Neighborhood, multiple, lots of them. Today, we're looking at a neighborhood called Brookside Place. It's super cute. Here we go. Hello, guys and gals. It is I, Eva, and we're going to do a little Loom Google Map tour so I can show you exactly where this neighborhood is. So, here is the town of ye old Warrensburg. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that Warrensburg is smack dab in the middle of Missouri. We're about 45 minutes from Kansas City, and we're about an hour and a half from Columbia or 3 hours from St. Louis. Ooh, fun little tip. There's an Amtrak train that goes from Warrensburg all the way down to St. Louis, and it goes to other little fun places like Herman, Missouri. And you can pack a little picnic type lunch, and you can bring snacks and wine, and you just take a train to all these really cool fun places, and it goes multiple times a day. So you can hop on in the morning and come back at night or do an overnight stay. So total side note, but I digress. So Warrensburg is this cute little town. It's only about 10-15 minutes across. And it is a hop, skip, and a jump from Knob Noster, Missouri, which is the home of Whiteman Air Force Base. A lot of people come and move to Warrensburg because they are going to work at Whiteman. So I always like to give some information on basically where it is in connection. Going a little bit of a deep dive. So here, right here, boom, is Brookside Place. It is right next to Maple Grove Elementary. So it is very close to one of the elementary schools. We have 4 here in Warrensburg. And it is in the southeastern corner of our little town. It is right near, so here's the University of Central Missouri. Here's the downtown area of Warrensburg, right here. So it's a little bit outside of all of that stuff. And it's kind of snap dab in the middle of lots of wooded areas. So it is a very pretty neighborhood. It's also very close to DD Highway. So there are 2 main ways to get to Knob Noster from Warrensburg. One is 50 Highway, which is right here. The second, so if you see this goes boop, boop, to Knob Noster down to Whiteman. The second, which is right here, which is very close to Brookside Place, is DD Highway. This is a nice sneaky second way to get to base, and you just jump on there and it goes through Knob Noster State Park, which is gorgeous. By the way, lots of amazing hiking and walking and all sorts of fun things right over to Whiteman. So, Brookside Place is a nice sized neighborhood. It's one thing that I like about this neighborhood. As with others, there are only a couple entrances and exits, so you don't have a lot of people going through this neighborhood who don't live here. So you don't have cars like zipping through at 1 billion miles per hour, where they shouldn't be. Let's go in and take a look-see-poo. I'm gonna go into Street View. Okay, so now we're in Street View, and I also got quite a bit of driving footage along with some aerial footage so you guys can get a really good overview of this neighborhood. As you can see, a lot of the houses were built within the past 20 to 30 years. So these are for the most part, much newer properties. There are some that were just recently built within the last 5 or so years. Lots of different styles of architecture. There are raised ranches, there are classic 2 stories, there are quite a few split levels. So there's really lots of different styles of houses. Unfortunately, I wish there were more trees. I know I say this all the time, but I wish there were more trees. Now, looking back and looking at all the different properties that have sold in this neighborhood in the last 6 months or so, it's definitely within the higher twos. So between $285,000 to about $350,000 is basically the norm. And these houses, they're good size, between 2,000 up to 3,200, I think was the largest one that I saw. Usually 3-bed, 3-bath, or 4-bed, 3-bath. So these are nicely sized properties, and most of them, both on the market and that have sold recently, sold in the lower 300s. So right between 320 and 350. Houses do move fast in this neighborhood. I will say that. I was looking at the time on market, and they do move at a fast pace. I think this has to do with the fact that, like most neighborhoods in Warrensburg, there is an HOA. It is not very much money, but they definitely do a very good job on making sure that everyone basically keeps their properties looking nice, which you know that if you're a homeowner and you have a house directly next to someone who has kind of trashed the house next to yours, your property values are going to go down. The price of your home is going to be worth less. Oh my God, I've turned into my mother. I digress. But still, it's true. This neighborhood's HOA does a really good job. And all of the houses and yards and lawns, they look really beautiful. There are a lot of houses in this area that have solar because, unfortunately, since there aren't tons of big trees, you do have a lot of light. So you have a lot of beautiful houses that have solar panels, which will definitely lower your electric bill in this town because it gets hot in the summertime. So if you are looking for a house in a beautiful neighborhood where the property values slowly elevate and you have a very good chance of being able to sell your house quickly because you're right next to a elementary school and you're in a neighborhood that has newer houses, they're all taken well care of, you don't have a lot of street traffic, then this could be a very good choice for you. The only thing I wish is that it had more trees. You will hear me say that all the time. But average price of the house is between $300,000 and $350,000. Between 3 and 4 bedroom are the norm, and newer remodeled houses. There are very few fixer-uppers in this neighborhood because most of them were built in the last 15 years. So I hope that this has helped. And yeah, what place, what neighborhood should I do next? Let me know. There you have it, folks. Brookside Place. I hope you have liked this video. I hope it has helped. And if you have any questions, or if you want maybe a different neighborhood that I have not done, shoot me a text or comment below. I would love to hear all about it. And then I'll go do another video. My number's right down there. Call me, text me, email me. Also, make sure you like and subscribe because I make a new video every week. You're gonna want to get notified. See you next time. Bye.